going on, guys? Welcome. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. I am hogging down a pumpkin spice muffin. It is so good. I hope y'all are well. There we go. Hope y'all are doing well. What's up, Keith? Keith, Moon Boy counts on the way, buddy. Moon Boy counts on the way. Also, Bear Boy counts and everything in between. Jay from the UK. How you doing, Crypto Fever? You doing okay, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Lee, Mr. Burger. Down cycle till into the month of October. Yeah, maybe. I think we might have an October rally, I believe, but I think we're going to get I think we have a really strong chance, guys, of a downward push coming. So I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. I think there's a real strong dumpage that could be on the way, but we'll see. I'm not here to predict anything. I'm just seeing a formation on the chart that causes me to be suspicious and not suspicious, but alarmed as to what might be coming. But bulls do have some counts. The bulls do have some hope, and we're going to be looking into that hope shortly. So we're going to look at the bulls. We're going to look at the bears. Evo, what's up, buddy? Hope you're well. 4-star strength. Hi, guy. Hope you're well as well. All right, guys. Let's get rocking here. Don't forget, guys, I'm not here to give you any financial advice. I wouldn't do that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who trades Bitcoin, Ethereum. I used to trade on the Forex. Don't trade on the Forex as much anymore. And now I'm getting a call all of a sudden. So that's my daughter. I'm going to have to just text her and let her know I'm doing my live stream. And I'll talk to her later. Actually, hold on one second, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of that. Tell her to tune in. Actually, she's in college in Johnson County Community College in the theater department. Doing her first couple of years there before she goes out to Mizzou in Missouri. So that's where she is. But yeah, I'm proud of her. She's doing a good job. She's smart and getting a cheaper education where she is, first couple of years, and then she's going to go get her degree in theater. All right. Well, anyway, not a financial advisor, not here to give you financial advice, just going to show you what I see in the market from an Elliott Wave standpoint. What's up, Kimo Sabi? Make sure you check out Kimo Sabi's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good ideas and has a pretty eclectic background. He's been allows himself to be influenced by all kinds of guys. From Elliott Wavers like me to Wyckoff guys to liquidity guys to any number of guys. I think he's a good balanced dude. I love him as a brother and a friend and a fellow contractor, and he's always faithful to be my moderator for my YouTube lives. Been doing it for years. So anyway, thank you, brother. Appreciate you very much. So I wanted to make sure I say that. And he's part of our Discord as well. Come on and join, and we'll see what's going on in there. And you can talk to him and talk to me, and we'll have a blast. If you're not part of the Discord, you need to be. We have a good group of guys. It's been a little quiet lately, but I think guys are just kind of been beat down by Bitcoin, and so you if you're a trader, come on in and liven it up a little bit for us. All right, well, let's jump into the analysis. I'm just kind of looking at 15-second chart on Ethereum, looking at this wave structure, seeing what that could be. I see a couple of possibilities there. I got a bearish idea and a bullish idea, so we'll watch and see. All right, we're going to jump into the analysis here on Bitcoin, okay? And there we go. All right. We have a bearish formation potentially here, and I'll show it to you. But there's a major caveat here. The bulls have one hope, and if we get a pump tonight or tomorrow, okay, I think that the chart will change for me the way it looks. Okay, so if we get a pump tonight or tomorrow, then I think things could change. But right now, we've got a little bit of a bearish formation here, and we're threatening a pump at the moment, at the very moment I'm speaking right now. But I'm skeptical here. I got boom, boom. It looks like a big flat there. We'll see. If we get a pump here, out of here, that might be good news for the bulls. Okay, that might be good news for the bulls. But we're looking a little bit bearish. Let me show you the formation I'm seeing here. I'll just give it right to you at the beginning of the stream. We have a very strong possibility for a 1-2-1-2. Working, and we have kind of a pattern in this particular wave where price has been coming up to the 90% retrace and then rejecting. 90% retrace, reject. 90% retrace, reject. And you can kind of see that happening in this entire wave. Man, my mouse is having a hard time here. Let me know if the stream is good. But we've done that so many times, this may be the time instead of rejecting, we pop out of here, okay? So, that might be exactly what's going on, is that this is getting ready to pop out. It looks very bullish. To the naked eye, you're like, man, that looks bullish. There are a couple, let me show you the bullish things here that I see. First off, we have a break. We have a break of structure here. We've broken out here of this trend, this downward trend. So that's one thing that I'm seeing that say, hey, that looks pretty bullish. Okay. Now, sorry guys, 1 second. So that's one thing, but what's as far as this wave and its pattern is concerned, you'll notice that if I put the retrace fibs, let me get rid of this here for a second. There we go. Boom. If you analyze these waves here, for instance, I'll pull the fibs here. We came back to the 90% in a three-wave fashion. Okay, 90%, boom, hit it. Okay, man, my mouse is jumping all over the place. I'm having a hard time here, guys. Right here, this particular wave right here. Let's measure that guy. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on the right one. And you can see that we came right back here, boom, touched 90%, rejected. Okay. Now this particular move here looks very similar. We have a very similar wave structure. See that wave structure right there? See this wave structure right there? Very, very similar wave structures. Okay. So we have a fractal going on. We've got this 90% retrace that's been happening over and over and over in this particular wave cycle. Okay. And now all of a sudden we've got this move. Come on, my mouse. This move down here, and now we've come back in what appears to be a three-wave shape. At least it's a possibility for a three-wave shape. Okay, but that could change with a pump here for sure. But you'll notice that we are banging on the 90% retrace of this particular move to the downside. And so, and every time we hit that 90%, we have this rejection. Boom, we get a double hit to the top and then rejection. Double hit to the top, rejection. Double hit to the top, rejection. So I'm not saying that that's a guarantee and that pattern is going to continue. It doesn't have to continue. It doesn't have to keep going at all. It doesn't. Let me fix my chair so it stops squeaking. Okay. It's going to keep squeaking, guys. Sorry about that. But nevertheless, that's something to pay attention to. But the bearish formation that I'm seeing, the pattern for the Elliott pattern is a series of 1-2s. Okay, that we are making potentially. Okay, and if we get a dump that here, okay, we might get a pullback, and it might start picking up steam to the downside. That's the potential when you have a nest of 1-2s. Okay, a nest of 1-2s is generally looks often looks like a triangle. It often looks like a flag or a consolidation where it's followed by continuation. But actually, what it does is it actually begins something new. And this is actually something new to the downside, and it's just how do I say it? It's masquerading as something as a continuation to the upside. And in other words, it's a fake out. Now, it doesn't have to be. And this thing could go higher, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. I'll be as balanced as possible. I will look at the market from a bull perspective and from a bear perspective, but I want to at least tell you what my title was, so I'm not what my title was about, this bear formation looming, and at least not be how do I say it? Not be accused of clickbait, because I don't do clickbait titles. All right, but here it is. You could have what's a way to count this here? You could have an initial wave. This could be a flat. This also right here could be a leading diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay, so we could call this right here a leading diagonal, and it's a wave 1. Okay, then you have a 3-wave pullback. We're going to call that a wave 2. Okay. Then we have another impulse wave followed by a 3-wave move. So there's a 1 and a 2. We have another impulse wave followed by, now there's a couple of ways of looking at this current move. Okay. This could be a 1. Excuse me, not a 1. Excuse me. This could be your 2. This could be, I'm sorry, this could be 1, and this could be 3 waves, and that's 2. All right, in which case you've got now another 1 and another 2, but it's getting smaller, it's getting tighter. I would expect to see another 1 and 2, 1, and then all of a sudden it starts breaking down. In other words, it does not give up much upward momentum. If it rejects here, look for a pullback and a continuation, and that's a bearish look. That's a bearish count, very bearish. It's extremely bearish. It's a count that would take us. It's part of one of my real bearish counts that takes us all the way back down to at least 20,000, but more likely 10,000 area. Okay, more likely. So that's something to pay attention to. I'm not saying it is a 1-2-1-2, but if it is, guys, there is a huge bearish move coming that's going to freak the market out. Okay, it's going to mess this Bitcoin market up, and I don't know geopolitically how that's going to play out, the way it's going to look. I don't know what's looming in our economic world where we have this. Guys, you know that we've got this disaster on. This economic disaster just on the brink here in the world, right? With fiat currencies that are in the death throes, governments desperately trying to hold on to power and desperately trying to hold on to their grip on people. And what better way to continue holding on to that grip than to just tank the markets while they making money hand over fist, while the average Joe is buying, they're selling. And just absolutely wreck this economy, so that the average Joe in the world, just has it really bad, right? Then when the world is bad, they look to their governments for escape, and then all of a sudden they take another power grab. Now, the reason I bring this up in conversation is because I personally believe that markets and what we're seeing on the chart is a direct representation of what big money is doing. When I say big money, I mean the money that controls the world. Okay, these are the money. This is the bank money that controls the power of governments. Okay, and what they're doing, and they are all about stealing money from the masses. This is a rigged system. This is underlying belief from me. I'm just letting you know that we if you've ever done any margin trading, if you've ever done any trading in the markets on the Forex or any margin trading at all, you know that the system is rigged. It's rigged to take your money. If you've ever done any day trading at all, you know the system's rigged. because you experience the moves of the market. Okay, you understand completely, and so and that this system is designed to take your money. Really, while Bitcoin and crypto has made inroads into the mass population consciousness, and in the banking systems and all those things, the inroads of Bitcoin and crypto are how do I say it? They're not in the normal everyday mindset of the average Joe. In fact, the average Joe in the world who's into crypto are mainly speculating. It's a small percentage of people, right? But people trying to trade and whatnot. And so we're still in the early phases, I think, of money grabs, and I see a real potential for, and I'm bringing this up to say, well, Jim, the chart looks too bullish, and a lot of people, you say the chart's too bullish. This is definitely going up. That's going up and up and up. And certainly, guys, let me just pause here and just say, hey, we're going to talk about the bullish scenario in a moment. I'm just starting with the bear scenario because that's what my title provided for you, and I'm not using clickbait to keep you at my channel or anything. I'm sharing what at least something I see. So as a wave structure analyst, you have to at least respect this bearish idea, even though right now this wave right here is threatening a very bullish move, right? It is looking really strong, like, hey, this thing's getting ready to go up, right? In fact, when something looks so good, like this is about to go up, I really, that's when I as a trader put on my skeptical glasses to protect myself from false moves. Now, I'm not concerned right now with whether this breaks up or not, or down or not, because I'm ready to trade it both ways. And guys, you have to know that I trade very small time frames. This current wave that we're sitting in on the small time frame tonight, I made money going up and I've made money going down tonight. So anyway, I've also lost a couple of trades in the middle, doing a little over trading tonight. But I say that just to say, guys, I'm not a perfect trader. Sometimes I let my belief systems, and sometimes I take trades I shouldn't take. Let's just keep it at that. And you pay for those and you move on. You say, okay, that was a good lesson, and you move on. But I guess my point is, we can make money. I make money going up. I make money going down. I don't have a horse in this race. I don't care whether the price goes up or whether the price goes down. I'm simply saying, as an unbiased observer to this chart, and that's the benefit of this channel, guys. I really am an unbiased observer to this channel. What you have to know, that what you're not getting an emotional guy who cares about where Bitcoin goes. And so I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to create videos, guys, that are just about getting views or telling you what you want to hear. I'm going to show you, at least from a wave structure standpoint, because I believe wave structure is one very good way to look at the waves, to look at price. I'm going to show you and analyze wave structure from that perspective, and at least give you that perspective. Not a lot of guys are doing very good Elliott wave analysis out there, and that's just something I provide and bring to the table for YouTube. Now, there are some good Elliott wave guys out there, guys that know what they're doing, but there's not a lot of us, and I think there's a place for Elliott wave knowledge and analysis in your thinking, though it doesn't have to be all you do, and it's not all that I do. Okay, I don't trade with Elliott only, but I guess what I'm saying here, guys, is that you need to at least respect this bearish notion of a series or a nest of 1-2s to the downside. Okay, a secondary bearish count that you might consider here is that this is a large A wave that came down to here, and we are currently in a B wave that hasn't finished its retrace, but that B wave is going to make its way up to here in some fashion. Let's just say the 60 between the 618 and the 0.9% retrace, or even higher, before it comes down to make a third wave. Okay, so there's another bearish count that in which right now you would have a bullish move to the upside. This bullish move would take us up and out of here. It would also more than likely break this trend line there. We've already broken this particular trend line. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this particular trend line. It only has 2 points, and it doesn't have a lot of price history. But it is nonetheless something to pay attention to. I see a high possibility, however, that we get a rejection here and another wave to the downside. What we would then do is move this trend line to here, okay, and that would help us at least see that this goes down. There's a place on the chart where this very thing has happened. If you want to go back and just take a peek, we can just take a peek right here. Okay. Right in here. Okay. It's not a perfect example because it didn't break the trend line, but what happened is you had what appeared to be a nice three-wave shape, and then all of a sudden this was coming. Oh, this isn't it. This isn't it. Sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back. This move right here. This move right here. Now we'd have to look at this on the smaller time frame. In fact, let's do that. I've marked it. Let's go ahead and just I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Boom. I'm going to go to a smaller time frame so you can see the waves. There we go. There it is. Okay, so what you got here, and it's indifferent, it's not perfect, but you had this three-wave shape. It looked done, and then this bullishness coming here. And what you'll notice is that we had a local trend line. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. You had a local trend line right there, local trend, that was broken to the upside. It broke, okay? So you had a three-wave shaped. It looked like it was finished, okay? And a lot of and some strong bullishness here. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just rolled over. And when it rolled over, guys, it rolled over and dumped hard. That 1 4-hour candle was a pretty powerful little sucker. And then a very hard dump to the downside. This is what I'm talking about right now. Something like this. Okay, I'm not talking that what's coming necessarily has to be that big bearish count. I'm just seeing the real possibility for another hit to the low right now. If we go back to this wave right here, you'll see the same formation kind of happening. Okay, where you had a three-wave shape, and then you started to get some bullishness working out of it, right? It broke through a local trend line, boom, and then it just rolled over and came back down. Now, again, those examples are not the same, and they're not exact, but that's the idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me get rid of this replay here. Yes. So what we've got now, one thing that's different is that we don't have as steep of a move here, but what we do have is a potential finished three-wave move. It looks three-wave-ish, okay? You could look at it like this. Boom, 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 right there. And it's done. And then this looks like, it just looks like it's ready to go up and out of here, okay? And that's a real possibility, and you have to know that. You have to respect that, right? But where we are at the precipice here is... Let's just move our trend line right there. We've broken up and out. Okay? We just have to be aware and careful that we don't get hit by a dumping move that resembles this wave right here. That's the kind of move I think is a potential tonight and tomorrow. Something that takes us down here to what I've been calling real support. Okay, and I've been calling this real support for a while. All right. Right there. The bottom of this wave, this peak, or this trough in the wave, that's where real support happens, okay? Going to the 3-day chart, just kind of see that on a 3-day, building our support line, our support zones. You can see how that area has been carried over by this peak, this peak. We got a lot of action right in here, okay? So this area is a strong area. And so for this to come down here and hit this, I would not be surprised to see that. But if price comes down there, you got to ask the question. So number one, is a dump like this on the table. Could it be looming? Is it possible? And the answer is absolutely yes, yes, yes. Okay, absolutely. Is it definitely coming? I don't know. I don't know what's coming. I don't know. I'm just getting ready for what's coming. And I have a strong suspicion we're going to get something like that over the next several days. Okay? Now, I could be wrong, and I don't want you to trade based on my strong suspicions. I want you to trade based on your own thoughts, your own research, and your own strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you have no business trading. Okay? It's just, this is a trade idea. This is an idea that may or may not play out. Now, if that happens, you got to ask yourself, okay, what is going on in this wave? What is this wave if that break happens? And my answer to that question is, it is the beginning of a multi-year, well, okay, it could be the beginning of a really fast dump that takes us into the election. Okay? Oops, sorry. It just depends. It just depends on how fast it comes down. So if it comes down really fast, how long do we spend here? Okay. Do we just get small pullbacks and then it dumps again? Do we get like the dump of the century? Okay, where it just dumps, it comes and it grabs liquidity right below here, and maybe even dips and price dips its toe right under here. Boom, something like that between now and the end of the year. Okay, then all of a sudden what you have on the screen is a 3-wave move. Boom. It's a multi-year corrective bear market that is finishing, could be finished this year or into next year, which consolidates wave 4, hit the wave 5. Of course, my mouse is jumping all over the place, so I can't draw it very well. Boom, you get one more scary dump, and then all of a sudden you get a consolidation retest over the next couple of years, and then we start working our way up and out of here. Okay, towards the end of the decade. Okay, now this is a multi-year idea. Okay, so what I do as an analyst, I'm thinking, okay, if the current possibility of what I just offered you happens, what would that point to? What wave structure would that be pointing to? What would happen? So that's something that's on the precipice of a possibility here. Now, looking on you say, how likely is, based on this wave structure that we're seeing right now, how likely is that as a possibility? And I'm here to tell you that it depends on what this wave structure is. But when I look at what's happening up here, I see 2 strong possibilities here. First off, I see the potential, very strong potential of a flat. Okay, a flat here can be a telltale, but we'll see. See this right here? Boom, right there. That's a flat in my world. Okay. Now in the Elliott world, a flat is a 3-wave construction that is a 3, and a 5. Okay, and this is what we would call an expanded flat. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right. Now what's happening now? Let's see. Let's go to the small time frame here. Depending on how you look at what this is, this could be 3 waves as well. And this could be a final impulse to just take this high out right here. And and did that come back 90%? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it came back 90%. Perfect. So this could be itself a 3-wave move and a flat right here. Boom. We'll say 3, 3, 5 right there. Now what we would want to see is this ideally this to become a double top, or this top to be respected. Okay, right there. That top to be respected. If that plays, it's going to be fake out tonight, and then all of a sudden, as long as that top doesn't get taken out, we get a dump. Okay. And the way I would look at that, this would be a wave 1, and all of this. Let's see, is that right? 3. Let me look at that more carefully here. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. That wouldn't fly. I don't like that. It could be a WXY that's acting like a flat. We see those all the time anymore. 3, 3, 3. It'd be a 3-wave correction is the idea here. And I'm not saying this is definite, but it's a 1, 2. And then all of a sudden we get a wave 3. Okay. And this comes down, pulls back, comes down, pulls back, and then just goes. Right? We'd see a downward trend. All right. But it would be a trap night here on the daily open. It would be a trap. And then now it's possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm just saying it's possible. Now let's look at this wave formation a little closer. We're sitting at the 90 degree, at the 90% retrace. Excuse me. Do we have a 3-wave shape here? I mean, it's not beautiful, and we might need one more hit to the high. Okay, so we may need that one more hit to the high, which may be what we're getting with this particular wave at the moment. Okay. But we could have right here 3, 3, 5. That's a flat right there, and that's a middle wave for we got 3 there, we got 3 there, and this is 3 there to there. Boom, done. It's a double correction, WXY. Boom, boom, boom. It's finished. It's complete. It's done. And that what's happening here is just a local top. Now, if you say, well, Jim, this doesn't look like a local top. Well, just take a peek right here. Take a peek right there. Okay? It's exactly what's happening right here. Okay? That's the kind of stuff that happens. My mouse is acting up today. Even right here. Boom. Boom. And then dumped. Okay, so I like what Chemo says. You know, it looks most bullish at the top, at tops. It does. It really does. It looks very bullish at tops. So right now we're bullish, right? We're bullish. The market's pumping. It's moving, right? But it's moving on market open, and usually the first hour and a half or so is trap time, and then we have more trap. It just depends on what the timing is. All right. So that said, guys, this thing could be pumping up tonight. Totally possible. There's the bearish look. That's the bearish outlook. I'm not here to promote that. I'm not here to say that's definitely happening. I'm just saying, hey, consider it. Now, what's the bullish perspective? What's the bullish perspective? Guys, I'm ignoring the chat, by the way. I don't even have the chat open right now because if I read what you're, it's going to take me forever to get through it. So I don't even have the chat open at the moment. So if you're talking to me, I'm so sorry. I'm not answering you, okay? But anyway, that's the bearish idea. The bullish idea says, hey, listen, we have a finished WXY or an ABC right here. We've got, let's see, right to here, there. That could be a WXY right there, okay? Where you have a W wave to here. Okay. That also could be an ABC. There's a couple of ways of interpreting that, but we're going to call it a WXY for now. So that's a finished correction. Okay, we're done. And now what's ensuing is we have an impulse wave. Okay, we've got an impulse wave. Boom. We have a 3-wave pullback. And now we're working our way back up and out of here. Okay, we've already broken through one level. Right there. Boom. We are threatening to take this top out right now. Right there. We are on the precipice of moving up there. We're at 90% retrace. We want to see 100% retrace and then a taking out of that level. Okay, that's going to be more bullish if that happens. Okay, then we want to watch this level right up here. That this level gets taken out, we get a little bit more bullish. Now, it doesn't mean it's completely bullish because we could be dealing with a fake out, a 3-wave move that takes us up here, taking this out, and then a dump. Okay, And that would be a large flat formation as well. It would get everybody super bullish and then take their money, come down here to real support. Guys, I keep looking. I keep seeing this area of 40K, okay? And I just keep seeing it. And I'm like, man, that's where the real price support is on the chart right now. That's where the real support is. Now, is that a guarantee? Is price definitely going down there? I don't know. I'm not here to guarantee. There's nothing to guarantee. I don't know. But it's certainly an area that of interest for me. And when we came down here, guys, and then reacted. Sorry. We came down and reacted in an area of questionable support. And when I see that, I'm like, man, there's another leg coming. There's something else coming. This is not what I was expecting. Now, there can be, the market can front run targets. There's no doubt about that. That could happen. And that happens in really bullish markets. And if this market is super bullish, then here we go. Okay? Because the bulls are looking at this saying, hey, Jim, how come you can't see it? How come you're not talking about it? 1, 2, there's 3, there's 4. Now we're ready. We're ready for an extended fifth wave. Okay, and that's what I would expect if we're gonna get a big bullish wave. I think this thing's going up to 140K. Okay, 130, 140K easy. All right, I think the target up there is very likely and should be, that concept that I'm just putting on the screen right there should be respected and understood, okay? Because this is a real possibility. So this is what the bulls are wanting to see, and this is what we need to see. We need to see a pump in the next. So the one hope of my title is we really need to see price pump tonight or tomorrow. I really need to see price pump out of here and not get rejected here and take out lower levels, okay? We really need to see price pumping tonight, okay? Because we've had the experience of rejection. I need to see a pump up and out here. And starting tonight, right now, we're getting a start. So it's a good start. But I see formations that look like flats. They look like fake out structures, okay? Fake out structures, flats are fake out structures, okay? So I don't know on the small time frame. That's what I mean. I'm seeing those flats that I already shared with you that look like they're ready to come back down. Okay, so those fake outs are present at the top, at a top, and it's got me really skeptical for a pump. But I'm ready for a pump. I'd love to trade a pump. I'd love price to go up to 140K. That would be fantastic. It would be fine. It'd be good. I'm just warning you guys about a potential dump that could be on the table. You need to be ready. You need to be ready for, if it dumps, you need to have a plan for your exit of your trade or of your Bitcoin, so you can take profit and you don't lose every dollar that you made on this move to the upside, okay? That you actually hold on to some of your profit. You don't get caught in a one-day dump or a 1 week dump where price just keeps going down and down and down. Everybody's waiting for it to stop, and it never stops. And before you know it, price is down to $20,000. Let's start with $40,000. It's down to $40,000, and you're saying, what the crap? You're expecting to get a bounce. You don't get much of a bounce. It just rolls over and keeps going. Okay, I see that as a possibility. I don't know what would precipitate that from the geopolitical perspective. I don't know what kind of black swan event would be the excuse for something like that. Okay, I simply know that I can see the wave structure screaming that potential at me, and I want you guys to be aware of it. Okay, that potential is there, and I want you to know it, and I want you to be ready. You need to have a plan for it. So you need to, if you don't have a plan, you should develop a plan. If you're saying, Jim, I don't know how to develop a plan, I don't know what to do. Well, I would be glad to teach you the way I do things. I'd be glad to show you my perspective. That's what the Discord is for. You can come in. I've got educational resources there. I also talk to people personally as much as you want, as much as you're willing to, and I can answer any questions and help you develop a plan for your money and for your coins as well. You just have to praise yourself. Well, you have to use me when you get here. Okay, so I'm here and available. And for those of you already in the Discord, if you've not been chatting, you chat away. Tag me in your comments and any chart you need, any question you have. I'd love to help you if you need any help. Okay, so there it is, guys. There's the bullish and the bearish outlook. Okay, we're on the precipice of something great. We could pump, but guys, I have a feeling. We're going to get the dump, but we're going to see tonight. I'm really anxious to watch price. This is watch price tonight in particular. I'll probably be up quite a while watching price. So here's what I would be watching for. The first thing I'd be watching for is, do we break this last high? Does this last high hold, or does it get rejected here? Okay. One thing you might see here is a rejection. Boom. This low taken out, and then one final hit to the high, very quick, and this might be today and tomorrow, right? So a rejection, and then one more. This would be some kind of a wave 4, and then a wave 5, and then a rejection after that. So that's often a top that we see. That would keep price around this 90% retrace, and that's something that's possible, plausible, and that could happen. So that's something you're going to watch out for between now and the next day or two. So watch out for that kind of a top. You could also see another hit to the low here, and then a continuation wave where this just continues up. Okay, and so it looks like a dump, and then all of a sudden they pump up and out of here, and they don't retrace, they don't reject, but they just continue on. That's the bullish look. That's what the bulls want to see in this area. The bulls really want to see a fake out to this low from where we are, boom, and then a rejection off of this. You want to see a nice wicked candle, nice bottom formation, and then boom, a pump over the next day or two up and out of here. That's what the bulls really want to see. That's what you should be watching for as a bull. Okay, as a bear, you're looking for a couple of things. I would love to see this high hold as a bear. Okay, and I'd love to see a rejection that comes and does not reject. I'd like to see a dump that just comes and starts taking out levels. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to track a wave with trend lines. All right, and what you'll notice right here is that we already have a trend line that's broken and it's come back in. So we're playing around a particular trend line right here. Okay, I would like to see a break of that trend line, and then I want to see that trend line break, hold. Okay, I want to see this hold. Maybe even a retest and then a continuation wave to the downside. I want to see this over the next several days just start a downward trend where we have lower lows and lower highs, okay, on the small time frame. That's what I'm looking for as a bear. When I get a break of, when I start to get breaks of trend lines, so we're going to draw this one right here, okay, we're on this one. That's the one we're watching right now. Okay, the next one we're looking for is this one right here. Okay, we want to see that broken. Okay, and then the next one you want to see broken, if you're a bear, if you're bearish, if you're looking for a dump, is you want to see this one broken here. Okay, this is kind of a threefold. You want to see this first one break. You want to see this one break. You want to see this break. Okay, and that's what a bear is looking for. And as it goes down, what you can do to protect yourself is, on the higher time frame, okay, is draw your trend lines. Okay, so if this, you got a trend line here from what I drew, right? Okay, I didn't draw that one very well. You got one here, right? You may have another one, and as it starts breaking trend lines to the upside, you know that this particular wave of the downward trend is done. Now, it doesn't mean the whole downward trend is done, because what could happen is that this comes up, boom, it retests, could even retest this high, and then roll over again. Okay, and that would be a 3-wave correction that continues. But you track this wave. So as this makes a 3-wave move, you track it. If it breaks, then you get bearish again, and you take your short and you go, right? If it starts breaking these upward trend lines, these upper trend lines of the wave, then you stay bullish, right? So trend lines aren't perfect, and there's a lot of fake outs around trend lines, but they at least help you track a wave, and that's something you can start doing at least to help you track the wave. Okay? All right, I've ignored the chat long enough. Let me see what you guys are saying here. All right, you guys are here talking. What have y'all been saying? Anything? Four-star strength. Yeah, I have that old Litecoin banner from years ago. I just haven't changed that banner. It was just old. I used to be a Litecoin boy, but I lost my love and feeling for Litecoin. I don't, and I even started a group on Facebook that I no longer participate in because I'm so busy in the Discord. And I no longer. I don't think it's active in any way, shape, or form anymore. But anyway, yeah, those are the beginning days of the Gym of All Trades stuff. So yeah, I just haven't changed. Yeah, I'll change the banner and you can join. Okay, what's up, Tommy? Good to see you, buddy. How's Elon? How's Elon doing? Is he doing okay? Durgam says there is a bullish daily trend breakout on the Bitcoin RSI. Let's check it out. It remains to be seen. Durgam is not. It is definitely threatening a breakout, but we don't have a technical breakout yet. So, because if we get a daily dump here, this thing could just go right on back down. But yeah, it is definitely threatening a break to the upside. But it's threatening it in such a way with bearish divergence. Okay, there's hidden bear. So it's breaking out, creating hidden bear. So there are some bearish days coming. So even if this breaks with a daily pump, expect a retest of the RSI, even something back down potentially. So watch out for something like that. But yeah, there's a daily, but it's also threatening a break high in the RSI. Durgam, I personally, I wouldn't put a lot of I wouldn't put a lot of attention. Well, I think it's worthy of noting, right? But I don't know that I would put a lot of weight on that break there. But definitely would like to watch that for sure. So, Eva, why do you think end of October, early November will be a disaster? You think it has to do with the election? What are your thoughts there? I'd love to hear that. Let's check the weekly. Weekly is threatening a breakup as well, for sure. It's definitely got a break there for sure on the weekly. So the beginnings of a break. But the thing is, let me check. Let me just do some RSI analysis here, guys. Interesting. I don't like this. I don't have any divergence. I don't need divergence there. I got it there. I don't like... What I don't like is that this weekly didn't close above with a higher high yet. We still have a lower weekly high. So right now we're technically bearish. RSI is breaking, But this kind of break will go away with a weekly bearish candle. So if we get a weekly bearish candle that engulfs this, which is what I'm expecting some kind of a weekly or the beginning of a weekly downtrend here. Boom, boom, boom. That comes and takes this level, this 40K level. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for, watching for. I want to see if it's going to play or not. I don't know if it's going to play or not, but that if we get something like that, what you're going to find is the RSI is just going to look just like that. Okay, and yes, it did break to the upside. It is above the moving average on the RSI, so the moving average, it's slightly above. So it's slightly bullish for sure. It's the beginning stages of bullishness, no doubt about it, absolutely. So yeah, that's something to pay attention to. But the problem is this reversal that we're getting here the RSI never made it down to the oversold region. Now it doesn't have to go down there, but the general pattern is when you're coming from a place of overbought, the general pattern is that it goes down to oversold. Now that's not a guarantee and it's not definite. In fact, you have an example where it was right here, okay, where it came up to, it was overbought and it did not come over. It actually rebounded, and then continued down. But what happened is it rebounded, did not take the high. It only took the high and then boom, tanked again. So you can kind of see that downward trend. So even if we got a move up here, it could only be a fake out to the upside with a move down like that, and that would be the same kind of move on the weekly trend as that happened. So hey, listen, anything can happen here, okay? So we're all speculating, but it is important to note that the weekly RSI has broken to the upside. It's broken above the moving average. It has broken the RSI trend line. Okay, that's definitely, you should keep your eye on that. That's a good signal, but we've got to see the follow through, right? I don't trade on the weekly time frame. That's why I don't trade on the weekly time frame, because that could change in a moment. One day of bearishness. So, for me, the 4 hour is where we need to really spend our time, right? The 4 hour is a great place. And I think there's some flats in here that have me concerned, okay? And the candle action here seems very trappy to me. So I'm a little cautious right now as with this price action. I want to see if it pumps up and out of here. I think that would be fantastic, and I think that would at least give some clarity to the chart. But I'm cautious for a dump here. Now, I look at that and I'm like, I don't know how plausible that is. It really seems that Bitcoin needs to come up here, and it really looks like it is. And so here's something I think is quite plausible. So watch out for this, guys. Watch out for a move down right here, and then a hit to the high. Okay, this could come up. It could come up any back, retest the high. It could take out the high. But what you would have here is a real potential 3-wave shape here. Boom, 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 right there. Okay, so watch out for something like that too as well, because I think that's a possibility that we need to at least consider. That would be a liquidity grab. Okay, what that would do to the market is a lot of guys would get super bullish because we'd be breaking out and up, and everybody would be expecting 100K or higher. But it just goes and hits the top. It hits the liquidity, and then all of a sudden you just get this dump that boom, boom, boom. I mean, it just goes right, and then all of a sudden you've got this 3-wave shape here. Okay, so that's another consideration for wave structure that you should consider. At least keep your eye on for sure. See what you guys are saying here. Tommy Hobbs, DJT Trump stock for later after Bitcoin analysis. Okay, I'll do it. You can always rewind, Salvador. You can rewind. Yeah, Salvador, I'm pretty bearish tonight and tomorrow. I don't know what kind of dump. So this is a bullish idea that I just shared. Yeah. So there's a bullish idea. Watch out for that. But no, I'm fairly bearish. I'm seeing a real potential for a dump of epic proportions that's going to come down to 40K. So I'm watching that, and I told everybody to watch the trend lines, right? Watch these breaks. Do we get these breaks or not? So I'll be watching that myself. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Well, guys, I'm pretty much finished with the analysis of Bitcoin. What I want to do now is just kind of do an overview of a bunch of charts. I want to look at them real fast. Let me know what charts you want me to look at, whether it's a stock, whether it's Forex, whether it's crypto. Well, we'll just kind of look at the whole market very quickly. We'll just kind of, I'm going to give 1 to 2 minutes of analysis per chart. Tommy, I'm going to give you a lot more time than that on the DJT stock. I'll start with yours, but super chats get the preference to the analysis, and we're just going to kind of get a general sense for what the market is saying overall. Whether we'll look at Ethereum and XRP, look at the DXY, we'll look at gold and silver as well. Let's just kind of get a sense for where the rest of the market is. Let's take a peek at Ethereum here. Ethereum is one I've been trading for a while, and you'll see what's interesting. I was looking at this very much like a flat right there, and expecting a move down. But then we got 3 waves down, and then we got this move back to the upside. So this actually is a much more bullish. Well, I say it's a much more bullish construction. This could be, let me get rid of that. This is very small time frame analysis here. But this could be 3 waves there, and then it comes down. Or, come on. Ugh. There we go. I was looking at this today and saying, okay, there's 3 waves right there. There's a flat right there. Boom. Right? And then you could argue that you have some kind of a ending wave. I don't like that. I was looking at this more of a 3-wave move, a double correction. So you got boom, 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 boom right there. There's a double correction. So there's 3. And here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th wave has 3 waves, so that's where it got a little choppy. But there's a big flat. Oh, sorry. So that's 3, 3, 5, and now we're getting this zigzag. It's probably going to take the top out, and then we get another hit to the low. So I would expect to see some kind of hit to the high, boom, and then a hit to the low, boom. And then that would be ready to take us up for 1 more wave. So that's a way this thing could play out. Let's look at it, zoom out just a little bit, and kind of take a peek at how that could play. So you got this 3-wave shape, boom, 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 and then down we go. Or, I mean, you could argue that you've got 3, you got 5 right there, done. You got a 1, 2, as long as the top doesn't get broken, you get a 1, 2 to the downside. Here we go, we're going down, okay? And so you could argue you've got a 3-wave move. It's done, it's complete, it's finished, it's kaput. We are ready to rock to the downside, okay? So you can make that argument on the small time frame. You look at the retrace here, boom. I mean, we're right in the golden zone. Okay, we got a rejection. We got another hit to the high. Let's get another rejection. Let's go down. I mean, you could argue. You could definitely. There's an argument to be made here. So when we don't know when prices are at key levels like this, it could go up or down, right? And so we're going to draw these trend lines, right? We're just going to draw them and let the market do its thing. Okay, so we'll draw that one right there, right? If this starts breaking this first trend line, I think that's going to be, you know, something to pay attention to. You can even draw this one right here. It's something to pay attention to. Does the market respect those lines? In fact, I could draw this one right here. Draw just like that. Boom. See all these little hits right here? Boom. We're playing on it. It's funny the way the market plays on these trend lines. So watch the breaks to the downside. But there again, right now we're breaking stuff to the upside at the moment, right? We got that one. Broke it. Boom. Broke it. Okay, you draw one there. I mean, of course, that one doesn't matter. You know, actually, those don't really count. You got this one right here. Broke it. So the next one on the high time frame on Ethereum, the next trend line you want to watch for to be broken is, I mean, it's a high time frame, but it's that one right there. I mean, that's it. That's all we got. If that one gets broken, guys, we're getting really bullish. We're getting real bullish on that break. But what if this thing rolls over and comes down? That's the kind of move I'm saying is possible here on the chart. I'm not here to say it's likely. I'm not here to say it's going to happen. What I'm here to say is that it's possible here. And you need to at least be aware of that possibility. Just zoom out. Look at this right here. This has a distinct three-wavishness. Come on. Three-wavishness to it. The question is this enough of three waves? Are we ready to go up and make another high? Is this going to roll over and come and retest this low here? Or even break to the downside and all of a sudden we've got what we've got is a second. You see this right here? See that? We could also get an Ethereum pump that comes and takes this high, this respects this trend line and then comes down. So we get a pump, boom, and then it rejects. And it would be a very similar wave to that wave right there. Okay, that wave right there. W, come on, X, Y. All of a sudden, 3-day chart, we've come back down to retest real support. If you don't think crypto can do that the crypto market could dump like that, you have a problem. Your problem is that you don't have enough respect for this, for the volatility of this market. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know. But I would have those trend lines drawn if I were looking at Ethereum. Guys, that's scary to me. That's a scary proposition. Okay, so there it is. There's Ethereum. Let's look at Tommy. Let's take a peek at yours, buddy. I'm just reading the chat here. Sorry, guys. WD-40 for the chair. All right. Thanks, man. I'll go ahead. I've got some outside. I just haven't messed with the chair much. All right. All right, let's. We're just gonna start looking at the different charts here, guys, and then we'll call it a night. I got my popcorn for tonight, guys. So we want the DJT Trump stock on the NASDAQ, I'm assuming. NASDAQ or Dow Jones, man? Oh, no, that's the Trump stock. Okay. Just look. I want to look on small time frame real quick here, guys. Give me 1 second. That looks like it's going to break that high. I think it might. We are so close. I want to see if this high is going to get broken or not. Or if we... Okay, DJT. Here we go. 3-day chart. Well, there you go. There's Bitcoin for you right there. That's Bitcoin for you right there. All the way down. Hey, let's pump up again. Boom. Let's come all the way back down. Looks like a crap coin, man. Why is it tanking? Tommy, what do you know about the stock? Well, right now we're sitting at real support. We have daily. I'll tell you what. I mean, this is a good buy zone for you if you want to bet on Donald Trump. If he gets assassinated, he's dead. I don't know what happens to his stock. If he wins the presidency, I don't know what happens to his stock. Goes up, I suppose. It's a bet, man. It's a gamble. It's gonna more than likely what's gonna happen here is it's gonna bust up out of here, boom, and then retest the low. Do what crap coins do. So during this phase, when you start seeing it do that, go ahead and you can buy it. Buy that stock, baby, and watch it go up. Well, you don't have a buy signal yet, though. I tell you, you haven't got a breakout up and out of here. I tell you what, 4-hour chart. Let's look at the 4-hour. Is Bitcoin breaking up? Breaking out? Not yet. Ethereum's breaking, so I'm watching that. Yeah, Tommy, if you start getting a bust up and out of this trend line, that could be a buy for a short-term boost. Yeah, I draw that trend line, Tommy, and watch a break for that. That's a buy signal. All right. Okay, what other requests do we have here? See Bitcoin too. $10 hour. Usually get a move between 10 and 12. Starts the nightly action. See what happens here. All right, so what's the next one? Chemo, if you could help me out with the tickers, that'd be awesome. Mavia USDT. Let's check that one out quick. Oh, this is some kind of new coin. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's getting ready to round for a spike, round up for a spike here shortly. I mean, that's the way it's looking right now, but all depends on what Bitcoin's getting ready to do. There's nothing here, man. There's no Elliott. I can't perform any Elliott here, buddy. I can just tell you how I would trade it, I suppose. I mean, right now on the 90-minute chart, you know, you've got a breakout, right? So we're gonna get bearish, at least temporarily bearish. On a break of this trend line right here. This is your stop. Now what you might watch for is if you get a three-wave move like that and you get a break back to the upside, then you're going to get bullish again for another move. It just depends on how you trade it, how you want to trade it. So anyway, you can see here, for instance, you had a break of this to the downside. It wasn't a break down forever, but you had a bearish wave, right? And now, and as this thing came down, okay, it created a trend. This is a hard trend to track because it was straight down. So, but as it broke, it broke up. It came back in three ways and then broke up again right there. So this is right here is where the trade was. Right. This is where you should have been. Sorry, this is where you should have been buying right in here. When this right here got broken, okay. When that trend got broken, this should have been your buy zone, and that's what would give you good position for this trade. But now you don't have any kind of good position. right now, and you've got a threat of a short here. So again, a break to the downside here is going to get you temporarily bearish. And you're just going to have to watch what Bitcoin does. If we get that big dump that I've been telling you about, then this thing's going to dump on you hard. It's going to go down and break the lows. So looking kind of bullish for now, but it's on the precipice of breaking that downward trend. From an Elliott perspective, I look at this and I say you got A, B, and C right there. Wouldn't be surprised to see another hit to the low before up, or before it pulls back and dumps harder. So no Elliott, I can't really give you an nail, but this looks like a 5-wave shape. That's a candy cane with a spike. This looks like it's getting ready to roll over and come down. That's the best Elliott I can give you there. Okay. Okay, Solana. Okay, let's take a peek at Solana here. Thanks, Chemo, for doing that. Appreciate it. Really? Okay. Yeah. Guys, this is super bearish. What you're seeing right here is very, very bearish construction, in my opinion. Okay. One, two. It looks like 3 waves. So you've got A, B, and then C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And this is getting ready to come down here. This is another reason I have pause right now. This looks very bearish. I have a strong. I mean, look at this formation right here. That's 3 waves, strong 3 waves. If this rolls over and comes down, I mean, can you just see it? So here's what I would suggest on Solana. I would most definitely have this trend line drawn right here. And if that trend line breaks to the downside, you need to be short or out of your position. Okay. You're going to get a little bit more bearish if this upper trend line gets broken to the upside. More bullish, excuse me. I know what the chart looks like right now is that this looks like a 1 and a 2. I know that's what it looks like. But it's too pretty. It's too pretty. And when I see something that's too pretty, I really pause. I really like, okay, what's the opposite? Because when I see something that's that pretty, I'm like, okay, this is going down. Okay, this looks like it needs to go up, and it looks like that's what it's doing, right? But they're just going to do the very opposite thing. That's what I think, right? But so I look at this and I'm super bearish in its construction, and I think there's a strong possibility we get a dump tonight, tomorrow, or this week, or this month. That's on the precipice. Okay, now it's an 8-hour chart, right? So it's going to take, right there, just what I just drew right there. I mean, that's going to take weeks to develop, 3 weeks. So I'm not saying we're going to get a dump tomorrow that's going to come all the way down here. I mean, could we? I mean, I imagine we could, but I don't know what black swan event would cause that. But I'm looking at this. This looks like, Chemo, does this look like distribution to you? Because it doesn't look like an area of reaccumulation to me. Why would there be a reaccumulation here at this location? Doesn't make any sense. I got a huge, single print here. This is what we call a single print. We did not retest this breakout in any way, shape, or form. Guys, I see this happening. This is coming to Solana. Guys, I look at this chart and I'm like, oh crap, I am really bearish. Anybody else? Anybody else see what I do? You see what I'm looking at, or are you just too blind to the bullish, what you feel bullish? Is anybody as bearish as I am out there? I mean, do you see what I'm looking at? Anyway, yeah, I look at that and I'm like, dang. Oh, it's going to be lower than $80. You're looking at $250 Solana? Like right now? Like soon? Umberto? You need volume profile or just the volume at the bottom of the screen, buddy? There's your volume. Yeah, unfortunately, for me and my Elliott wave world, this is out of proportion for a wave 4. It's too big. It's too big. It's too long. Taking too much time. This is something new. In my opinion, this is something new, and I think it's very big to the downside. I'm sorry. I could totally be wrong, but things would change if we get a strong pump up and out of here. That would make the chart look a little different to me, but I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing this. Okay. Anyway, next thing. Oh, you're not live with me. You're kind of you had to rewind a little bit, didn't you, Chemo? You're behind in the live stream, slightly. All right, let's see here. What's the next one? Link. Let's look at Link. Look at Link. There's Link. I could go either way on Link. Just take a peek at ETH real fast. Bitcoin. Okay, Link. Definitely threatening a breakout to the upside, for sure. Link is definitely doing that. So I look at Link and I'm a little bit more bullish, temporarily. And I suppose on Solana we could get a temporary, bullish move. So something like this, and then down to 0. Link back to 0. If this breaks up and out of here, that's a really nice shape for wave structure. That would look good to me. Okay, so if we break up and out of here, okay, that looks fine. That looks okay, right? We're threatening that on the RSI. I'm on the 3-day chart. We're threatening that right now. So we're on the precipice of a break to the downside. here. Okay. If we have a bullish day, if we have a bullish 3-day candle here, excuse me, bearish day, bearish 3-day candle, that's going to change this RSI. Go here. So I see a possibility of this right here. Finding support down here, taking out this liquidity here, and then going. So that would follow right there a Bitcoin dump as well. Okay, we also need to respect this notion that this is a big wave here, and this could be breaking out, or this could be breaking up and then coming back down for another wave. This looks too simple for me. Too simple, but it could be right. Could be right. So this current wave, what I would do if I were watching Link, if I were trading Link, is again, is I would have trend lines. I would have my trend lines on my chart. So 4-hour chart. Four-hour chart, I'm watching this trend line right there. Okay. 4-hour chart, I'm watching this trend line right here. If we break these to the downside, I'm bearish. Okay. Right now we're threatening bullish. Right now we're threatening bullish. Okay, you can see we've broken up and out of here. Okay, we've broken up and out. So I am more bullish on Link. Okay, so I'm watching this one next. Are we going to hold? Are we going to break these lower ones and come back down? Or are we going to hold and come up to this trend line? What's going to happen here? Does this come up here? Maybe. Do we get rejection there? Does this just reject now? Because it doesn't have to come up here. So that's the way I'm watching Link. I'm looking for a trade. Looking for a 4-hour trade. I'd be watching those trend lines. Now, I don't trade the 4-hour time frame. I trade the 5-minute or less. So looking at the 15-minute chart, this looks too clean to me. This right here, that looks too much like 3 waves. It looks too clean. I'm looking for something to continue down. Otherwise, I mean, if this is boom, boom, here we go. Right? That's the way it looks. That's the way. But just knowing this market and how much liquidity, this is trashy wave action here. I wouldn't mind seeing some fake out crap going on here, and then down again to this trend line or to this trend line before up again, and then down. But if we start pumping up and out of here, that's bullish. Small time frame. But I would have those trend lines on my chart. I'd be watching on all time frames if I were trading Link. Okay, I hope that helps whoever asked for Link. Okay, what's the next one, Chemo? ZEC. Let's do that one quick. Zcash. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Zcash. Let's get to the 3-day chart. Just take a peek there. What's going on? Oh. Man. What's going on with Zcash? I don't like it. It just doesn't have any. It doesn't have any money flow into it. It just doesn't look good. It looks very bearish. We have a breakout. We got a retest. 3-day chart doesn't look great to me at all. Daily. This looks like a wave 4. I mean, this just maybe up and then down. Maybe this continues down. That looks like 3 waves. Boom. We'll get a daily candle down. That could be a short wave 5. If this is bullish in any way, that's a 1-2-1-2. This chart doesn't look bullish. This is impulsing down. I see more down coming in the future. When and how, I can't say. This could hit the top and come down. It could just come down now. But you got a 5-wave shape rocking. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would not be surprised to see this come on down. Hard and fast. Doesn't have to. Just wouldn't be surprised to see it. Bitcoin is playing around right now. Okay, that's Zcash. AVAX. Let's take a peek at AVAX here. Three-day chart. Yeah, AVAX has the link look to it. It's looking like link. It's got a certain bullishness going on here. You got a 3-wave shape potential. ABC. And now you're getting kind of a 1-2-1, just it's got a certain bullishness coming in. So AVAX looks a little bit more bullish. You can see that it's broken. Local trend. It's breaking to the upside. You can see the RSI is breaking as well on a 3-day basis. It just all depends on what Bitcoin does over the next couple of days. I think I'm on the wrong. Accidentally changed the wrong chart. I'm going back to Bitcoin here. There it is. All right, here we go. Bitcoin is doing a little pumping here. I want to see if we're going to hit this high or not. What's up, Seth? How's it going, bro? Just wanted to see if this is going to break or not. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, exactly. That's a lovely shape there. Just took the high. So here's something I shared, guys. So we got A, B, C, and that's an A wave. Potentially. A, B, C. Real volatile. And then up. So there you go. That's a bullish look. But watch out, guys. I'm going to watch this high. All right, just a couple more charts, and I got to go, guys. I'm exhausted, so as always, I get tired by the end of the night. Let's see. We're going to look at XODEX USDT, whatever that is. I got XRP on the screen. What's XRP doing? Ooh! XRP is threatening a breakout. XRP is threatening the upside. I looked at XRP and I'm like, ooh, that looks really bullish. That looks super bull right there. See it? Boom. Three-way pullback. Oh, sorry. Let's try it again. Three-way pullback. All right, let's go. Let's go. It's threatening a breakout. We're at the clear. We're really. I mean, this is close. XRP looks bullish. XODEX. Oh, come on. This is a crap coin. Ain't nothing here. I mean, it's rounding up, right? Yeah, sorry. There's not much here, guys, on this one. You're getting a breakout. So you're getting a breakout here. So yeah, that's a buy. That's a buy with a stop on a break of this on a break of that counter line right there. Sure. I'd look for a better entry on the 1 hour chart. But yeah, I would definitely have this counter line drawn, and you get a break of that sucker, you're no longer bullish. So there you go. All right, guys, let's look at gold and silver. DXY. DXY has been acting funky. Pretty bearish on the DXY right now. Kind of bearish here. A couple of ideas on the DXY. Maybe this comes down and then goes up for a flat and then down. So something like this, right? And then down. I've been looking for it to come up to about 111. 110, 111. Before down. So I'm kind of waiting for that move. That's my DXY idea. S&P. It keeps pumping up the jams, man. Keeps pumping up the jams. When's it going to stop? Nobody knows. Hold it at your own risk. NASDAQ. Again, NASDAQ is more bearish to me than the S&P is. You got a 5-wave shape here. And then you actually have, on the NASDAQ, you got a 1, 2, and then this is the top of 3 or close to it. 4, 5. So that kind of looks like it. We might be getting a way forward to a 5. I don't think the DXY has anything to do with Bitcoin, personally. I think they're mutually exclusive. I don't see any correlation with DXY and Bitcoin. much. They just kind of. I keep track of it just because, but anyway. All right, let's look at gold and silver quick. I'm not on camera, so. Gold and silver. I'm so bullish on gold and silver, guys. I'm a mega bull. I mean, look at silver. Boom, boom. Let's go. Let's go. See that right there? Let's go. I'm so bullish on silver. Gold. I'm so bullish on gold. I mean, this thing, it's getting ready to moon, guys, in my opinion. There might be small pullbacks, but gold's getting ready to go. Platinum? Sure, I can do platinum. Never done platinum before. What's the ticker? Platinum futures? What's the ticker, Lex, on platinum? Which one do you want to see? I need an answer quick. Come on, man. NMX. No, I didn't do Tau. Chemo didn't put it in the list. Yeah, I mean, that platinum looks bullish too, man. It's going to go up with gold and silver. That looks good. That looks real good. Yeah, I'd be holding platinum along with gold and silver. It looks good, Lex. I mean, there's no real Elliott analysis here. Just this is looking strong. Oh. Looking strong. All right, final chart of the night for Umberto. Umberto! Here's Tau. Is that a... Is that Tau... Thank you. All right, found it. Oh, look how bullish that sucker was looking. Woo. Woo. That's real bullish for now. There ain't nothing here, man. It's, you know. But that looks pretty dang good. Right now we're sitting at the 1618 on the 4 hour. It's due for a pullback on the 4 hour. It's due for a pullback on the 1 hour. Yeah, any kind of break of that, you watch for a three-wave shape there. Boom, and boom. We got a three-wave shape. It doesn't look done though. It looks like we need. Looks like we need something going down. Are we busting up or down? Okay. Bitcoin's pumping a little bit. I wonder if we're going to pump and break this level or not. I'm really interested in that. So. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I'm pretty tired. All right, be aware. Be aware, guys. Up or down, as always. And good to be with you. Seth, good to see your name on the screen. Chemo, thanks as always. Y'all have a great night. Appreciate you being around. We'll talk at you later.